the great thing about destination verbs, and I can list hundreds of treadmill verbs. The great thing about destination verbs is that there are really only 6 that constitute real progress. So they're very easy. Number 1 is decide. Decisions are probably the most important thing we do in any day or any business because those get us past the forks in the roads. So decide is huge. Number 2 is plan. When you make a decision, you're done. When you make a plan, you're done. So it's a destination that's perfectly clear. The third is to resolve a problem. You resolve something. When you've resolved it, you're done. You know it. It's obvious. You can move on. The fourth one's a little different. It's a list. We all know what a list is. You make a list. You know you're done because the list is finished. But the list has to be an input to those other 3. When you make a decision, you need a list of objectives, decision criteria. You need a list of alternatives. You should generate a list of risks and what you're going to do to mitigate those risks. So all of those lists are inputs to a decision process. When you make a plan, you need lists of action items, lists of resource, lists of risks, the same kind of thing. So if you're not making the entire decision or the entire plan, for instance, in a meeting, what list are you making? Let's make the lists and then decide what order we need to make the lists in and do them and be done. Okay, so those are the first 4. Number 5 and 6 are similar. Number 5 is confirm. You've all been in meetings where someone comes in and says, I've done this and now I'm going to go do this. Am I on the right track? And all they want is a yes or a no. But what happens?
Well,
everyone's giving them advice and telling them their war stories and explaining what's going to happen next. They're talking about step 10 and this person's on step 1 and doesn't have a clue what they're talking about, is not listening because they just want to go back to their office and get that step that just got confirmed for them done. And if you can't confirm it, if it's not the right step, you say, okay, let's talk about it offline. So confirm is really simple. It's a yes or a no, and it takes like a split second to do that. The number 6 destination verb is authorize. It's the same idea. We've got this plan. We're ready to do this. Can we do it? Can we start? Am I approved? Yes or no? And if not, if you can't just say yes and move things forward, then the question is, what do you need next? What specific concrete thing would allow us to make a decision to approve this and move it forward?